Well, hello, friends, neighbors. John, your Whiskey neighbor here. Welcome to the Whiskey Nook. I'm very thankful to have a moment with you guys, talk a little bit about whiskey. It's been a pretty busy holiday, but I've got two full ex-sherried Scotches here. The sample bottle seems to be spilling a bit on me here, so I don't know. I'll put probably virtual bottles somewhere where you can see. But I want to talk about a Glenrothes 18-year-old ex-sherry and an Arran, I think is it the Bodega, a full strength ex-sherry non-age statement. So two beautiful ex-sherry drams when we come back.
3, 4.
Hi, thanks for staying with me. I said they're beautiful. I hope they're beautiful. I haven't tried them yet. This is, it's Sunday again. It's in keeping with this new idea that I'm doing samples on Sunday. I really like that idea. It kind of encourages me to go into a lot of the sample bottles that, honestly, I keep on the side or put aside because I'm thinking, oh, this is special. I don't want to open that yet. And this kind of forces me to open them and just continues to have an interesting journey with you guys. So the first one is from Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. And he sent a Glenrothes 18-year-old. This one's bottled at 43%. I don't know that much about this Glenrothes, but I know that it is only ex-sherry. And right on the bottle, it says, a good portion is first fill. So it's first and second fill, or second, third, I don't know. But anyways, only ex-sherry, and it's 18 years old. 43%. Doesn't say non-chilled filter, so it might be, but it says that it's natural color. Not that this is a good place down here in the Whiskey Nook to try to evaluate color, but I appreciate that it's natural color. Let's try the nose. What a rich, full sherry type nose. That means for me, dark, leathered, raisin, fig, black currant, like all those nice dark berries with those hints of tobacco and hints of leather and like those things that give it a little more age. Really like the nose. Very Christmassy. We're post-Christmas here, but we're still on holidays. A really nice, Christmas fruitcake type nose, that rich cherry, but that dark fruit. Wow. That's a nose. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Or sláinte. Really nice, more full fruit, dark cherry, but also sweet, like that preserved fruit. Definite chocolate notes. Light cinnamon, so there's some spicing making it work together. Maybe nutmeg more. Allspice a little bit. Yeah. Wood spices coming up. I'm already in the finish. We've got some dark oak on the edge of musty, but not really, like still just seasoned, wet, old oak. This is good. Wow. What a treat. It takes, in the second sip, I'm getting a little of the malt, but so much of this is characterized by sherry notes and old oak. But both of them are handling it well. It's not sharp, it's not musty, it's not sulfuric for me. I can see it's just holding to that edge of all of the things I said, but it's none of that negative. Actually holds together really well for me. I really like this 18-year-old Glenrothes. I should have checked up Roy at Aquavita. Is it Glenrothes or Glenrothes? I should know, and I don't. And I do like that distillery. I like what they release. This is in some ways like Winemaker's Cut. I can definitely get those notes, but it is a more refined Winemaker's Cut. It definitely has older oak and not as aggressive palate to it. Really, what a treat. Thanks, Ray. So second sample. Let's talk Arran. Now, I have lately really appreciated the Arran samples that I've tried. Haven't had this yet. I thought when it was Arran Sherry Cask, it would also be somewhere around the 43%. And then I looked at this from Paul. Thank you, Paul. And Paul sent along a number of notes, and he said 55.8%. I was like, oh, that can't be right. So I did a little searching, and no, that's what this is. It's not age stamp. Likely, who knows? Who knows? Not age stamp. 8 to 10 years probably. But 55.8%. And this one is unchill filtered and natural colored. It is a little darker color than the 18-year-old, which is interesting. But it's a higher percent, which is why it came after. This is a brighter, juicier nose. This is definitely, more cooked down, but in a way, a richer, thicker nose. This has nice bright cherry, maraschino cherry, little fruit cocktail in there. It's a brighter fruit. A little more vanilla and almost caramel. I don't know how that's happening, but I'm getting that a little more. It's not as, I don't want to say overpowered, but the dark and thick nature of this is quite strong throughout the whole nose. This nose is riding a different experience. Bright light fruit first, and then a little more vanilla and caramel. Yeah. All right. This is from Arran. If you have any Arran, pour a sip. Sláinte. Wow. Okay. Should have had some, I have water to clear my palate, but I should have put a spoon. This immediately on the palate is quite sharp fruit. Cut pear, bright cherry, bright red maraschino, like I'm chewing a cherry after I made an old fashioned or something like that. Kind of really bright, sharp, but very sweet cherry. Another little sip. Yep. And I'm going to add back the nose notes are just coming back. A little more vanilla, a little more sweet, thin honey. Quite a bit more alcohol, of course, so that really makes it spicy on the edges of my tongue. So I could say the cinnamon is more like a bright peppery cinnamon, like a cinnamon gum, that's kind of spicy, a little bit of pepper. But I feel the experience is part of that really high alcohol, which automatically kind of perks the tongue and makes it peppery and sprightly. The whole palate experience seems a bit forward. I don't know how else to explain that. It doesn't feel like it's really down in the throat. Oak is very far in the background of this, and when it comes through, it comes like fresh oak, like popsicle stick oak. Very different experience than this. Now, I say very different, however, they're clearly related. When I just kind of waft the nose, I hope you and I would go, oh, okay, there's some sherry notes going on here. When you waft the 18-year-old, I really think you're going to get thick sherry notes. But I would say it's in the palate that really differentiates them. This trends that dark edge of sulfuric, all the fig and leather and currant and dark, almost musty oak. Whereas this, has a much livelier palate, sprightly vanillas and sugars, but also it's also 55%. So, you know, the peppering that I'm getting, the full mouth kind of feel comes a lot from the high alcohol. I like them both. In this sitting, I will give a little nod to the 18-year-old. There's something dark and broody and really thick and delicious about this one that I actually, right now, my palate's going for, even though I love this 55%. And I'm hoping to buy. The cost on the 18 might keep me back, but I'm hoping if I see a good deal on this sherry at 55, because I'm going to try a little bit with water and it might open up a bit. Hey, thanks for joining me. Here, I'm still on holidays, not quite yet back at work, and I hope that you guys have had an excellent season. We've been Zooming a lot with friends and family, well, mostly family, I will say, but I hope you're well. I hope you've taken the time to relax a little bit, and that you're heading close to the new year. We're not quite there, with some recharged energy. You guys take care.